name is Elysabeth Alfano, your host of The Dinner Party. When celebs can't make the filming of my live roundtable TV talk show, I take the dinner party to them. Hydrating in style over Voss water, and with the help of my friends at Stobe Cookware and Wants Us Tequila, actors Curtis Armstrong and Joel Murray join me on the dinner party at the Sunset Marquee. I'm not sure if I'm a nerd or not. I don't have the technical ability at all, but I do nothing with sports, and I often am interested in things that no one else is interested in. So I was hoping you guys would play this little quiz with me, and you can tell me. Joel, just chime in at any time.
Well, I'm not much of a nerd, but I'll try.
You'll help me out here? Okay, well, you as the official nerd judge, you can let me know. So let me know if any of this makes me a nerd. I like to jog to Barry Manilow.
No.
This does not make me a nerd.
No.
No.
That's like two things that don't fit into the
But
characteristic.
it's wildly unpopular.
Well,
Could It
first
Be
off,
Magic
the
is
thing
my
about
best
nerds,
jogging song.
Doesn't matter. The thing that you have to realize about nerds is the only time they run is when they're being chased. And Barry Manilow is something that doesn't enter the nerd universe under any circumstances.
Okay, so they just
write that one right.
Okay, so I'm out. That's
And I'm pretty liberal in my definitions of nerd.
Of nerd? Okay.
Really liberal.
Okay,
The
so
fact that you're jogging was the
That was
first one.
right there. I didn't even hear Barry Manilow until later because the
fair
jogging
enough.
just clicked it all.
Okay, I listen to Science Friday, but that's okay because I love Science Friday. But so do a lot of people.
No. I mean, it doesn't make you not a nerd. It's
right,
definitely in your favor.
It's
Okay.
a stepping stone to nerd.
It's okay.
It's a gateway
It's a
drug.
gateway drug to nerdom, exactly.
I'm working my way up. I collect paperweights.
Now we're beginning to get into nerd territory. Is there a paperweight period that you?
I like to do antiques only, and I like to do miniatures only. So a regular paperweight is 3.25 inches, and I like to do mini paperweights, which are 2 inches.
Okay, yeah.
The fact that you know the inches and the
yes.
measurements on that,
Yes.
I'm going to give you a full nerd point on
Oh,
that.
thank you.
Absolutely.
And I like between 1845 and 1847.
More and more nerdy.
But I'll go to 1848 or 1849, but I prefer 1845. French, of course.
Wow, of course.
Oh, full.
I wouldn't suggest anything else.
Full in nerdom. Okay. I love spiders. I love bugs of all kinds. I love snakes.
Entomology?
Yes, I don't know
fits
that
into-
much about them, but I'm fascinated that they can fly in wind. I'm amazed.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nerd territory, but you want to work on actually knowing something about it.
Okay, that's.
I mean, just being fascinated by it is good, but you really want to be able to,
Speak.
talk about
Okay. Yeah.
in depth.
Okay. I'll brush up.
But that's a good start.
I get very mad when people are pejorative about Dolly Parton. I think she's brilliant, and I can't stand it that people don't see it.
How can you diss Dolly Parton?
I don't know.
She
but
is
people do.
state-of-the-art Dolly Parton and always will be state-of-the-art
right.
Dolly
She
Parton.
is so kind. People make fun of her all the time. People don't see her brilliance while she's making millions at the bank.
I've never been anywhere where people made fun of Dolly Parton.
Neither have I. I before I came to LA, I heard about the trash Dolly Parton parties that would happen in some
Back
of the
in Laurel Canyon back in the
yeah,
day?
yeah.
Yeah.
But
wow.
by the time I got here,
That was
I
over.
never came across them.
A lot of those people have died by then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And eaten by bears because that's
and
what they
spiders.
get for making fun of Dolly Parton.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you about this. Dolly Parton is not neither here nor there. The thing about what you said was you get angry when people get pejorative. That is a nerd quality because nerds don't like people who are pejorative about other people because that's not nerdy. Nerds are not
Mean.
judgmental or mean about other nerds. They don't like to see it happen in any way. So that's a good Dolly Parton.
Who's brilliant.
She's
Okay,
brilliant.
Yes. She is.
Yeah.
Dollywood.
The point is
Yes.
I got it. The judgmental thing.
Okay, excellent. So another one for nerds.
Yeah.
Okay. If I go to a sports game, it's of course only the Chicago Cubs, obviously. And I would only go to Wrigley Field for the sunshine and the peanuts. I don't watch the game.
Oh.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
you might start watching the games this year.
No,
No, I
and I'm
can
not going to do that.
understand why you
no.
wouldn't watch the game for a lot of years.
No, hold on, because we said that last year.
Yeah.
And we've said that like every 5 years we say it.
This year's is a whole different thing, but Wrigley Field is the emerald in the middle
It
of
is.
Chicago.
It is.
It's like the best park in the city, you know, Central Park in New York,
Right.
Wrigley Field. And the thing about Wrigley is you're driving in a cab or whatever, you're taking the train, and you're in a residential apartments all over the place, and then all of a sudden it's there, and you're like, holy crap! And there's no parking. It's just there.
Yeah, you
You
walk
gotta
to it.
get there by
yeah.
public transportation. I remember taking my kids on a cross-country trip in the Volkswagen van, which I had a few of, and pulling up, and this guy waves me down an alley, and we're on a 3-month trip, by the way. I was on Dharma and Greg. We're taking 3 months, and the guy waves me down the alley. We go down, and I give the guy $20, and we get out and we walk away. And my kids are like, "Dad, what? All of our stuff is in there." And they're like, "No, that's what you do with Wrigley." And sure enough, 4.5 hours later, you come around, the van's been turned around, it's all set, and you go. But there's no parking lot like Dodger Stadium here. It's just residential,
Wow.
and you catch as catch can. Kind
Yeah,
of
you're basically parking in somebody else's slip.
extra spot.
Yes,
yeah.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're making $20, which is great.
But that there's not watching the game then was nerd-like. But if you're not watching anymore, you're missing some stuff. So
Really?
that
Yeah.
would-
Okay.
I have to agree with, I think on this one, you don't get a point.
Okay. Noted. Oh, you're going to be in hardcore. Well, then you're not going to like my last, does this make me a nerd? So last year when the Cubs, this would be October of 2015, it was October. We were talking baseball, so that already was incredible. Everyone was trying to interview some Cubs players at WGN Radio, which is where I do a podcast. And I opted not to interview any players, but to interview the manual scoreboard operator, Daryl Wilson, who still puts manually the runs and hits up there.
Yeah, he's got a nice gig.
Yeah, he's got a great and best seat in the house. But I would go with nerdom there. What do you think?
Absolutely.
All right, dinner party, take one.
God, oh my, that was really loud.
Tried to warn you.
25th anniversary screening of One Crazy Summer at Cinephilia.
Cinephilia.
Cinephilia. It's like
kinda
it's
touchy.
yeah, that's not where you.
That could go wrong in a million ways.
All right, dinner party, take three.
All right. Let me know when you're ready, people, and I'll start talking Cheetos. All
She's
your
20.
kids are older, so
Yeah.
still in college.
Yeah, still in college.
Do you still
So
have
you
kids
just
in
have the
college?
one?
I have one.
I have 4. So if you need an extra.
Yes, I was married for 7 years originally. Very amicable divorce. And
Do you have any advice on how to get rid of a wife?
Well,
This will not go well for you, Joel. Mother of Jesus, take 5. Here we go.